Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Before we go into the topic that I have for you, I have a quote. Nothing kills you faster than your own mind. Don't stress over things that are out of your control. I think it's a very helpful reminder to all of us not to stress ourselves over, because that's how those creatures get their energy. They get energy from creating fear and manipulating us, and more fear we feel, the more they are happy. So let's start with something funny for a change. Let me mute myself now.
Europa jako całość naprawdę jest w stanie wygrać każdą konfrontację finansową, gospodarczą, militarną z Rosją. Jesteśmy po prostu silniejsi, tylko musieliśmy zacząć w to wierzyć i dzisiaj to się chyba dzieje.
Did you hear it? This was Polish Prime Minister. I cannot stop laughing. Donald Tusk. Europe can win on every level with Russia, absolutely every level. So now let me take you to the response. I just cut, guys. I'm so sorry. It's just, you know what is crazy? I think at this moment, they really don't believe in this anymore. However, let me read you the statement from Kremlin. This is from TASS from yesterday, from Dmitry Peskov, who is the spokesman for Kremlin, and says this: Europe not to win arms race against Russia, as Moscow has no intention of joining. So what did Dmitry Peskov said? They won't win against us because we won't engage with them. We will focus on our own matters and secure our own interests, he added. And this is in response to what you just saw in the video. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk, ahead of the EU summit, stated that Europe should engage in an arms race with Russia, claiming that the community sees Moscow's military superiority as a direct challenge. His remarks came in the wake of European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, the witch, announcement of the EU's militarization plan, which includes, nice number, 800 billion euros rearmament initiative. This funding will, among other things, be allocated for the purchase of weapons for Ukraine. Who are they buying those weapons from, everyone? There is Korea and other countries, but mainly, isn't it United States? So now we're gonna go to President Trump, who yesterday in the Oval Office was signing more executive orders. But we will go to the first video about NATO. On that note, European note. Let's play it.
Said that to them. I said, if you're not going to pay, we're not going to defend. I said that 7 years ago. And because of that, they paid hundreds of billions of dollars. I said, if you're not going to pay your bills, we're not going to defend you. And it also went for the attack. But if they got attacked, they said, well, does that mean you won't defend us? I said, are you current or are you delinquent? They said, if we were delinquent, would you? I said, nope, I would not. And because of that, as you know, hundreds of billions of dollars came into NATO. You wouldn't have NATO right now if I weren't there. And your previous Secretary General has said that. He said he's never seen anything like it. When I came to NATO, when I first had my first meeting, I noticed that people weren't paying their bills at all. And I said I should wait till my second meeting, and I did. And I brought that up. And I said, if you don't pay your bills, we're not going to participate. We're not going to protect you. And when I said that, as soon as I said that, it was amazing how the money came in. The money came in, and now they have money. But even now, it's not enough. It's really not enough. They should be paying more. Looking for
President Trump, on Peter's question, are you going to make that policy, U.S. policy, that the U.S. wouldn't defend NATO countries that don't pay?
Well, I think
their
it's
fair share?
common sense, right? If they don't pay, I'm not going to defend them. No, I'm not going to defend them. I got into a lot of heat when I said that. You said, oh, he's violating NATO. And, you know, the biggest problem I have with NATO, I really, you know, I mean, I know the guys very well. They're friends of mine. But if the United States was in trouble and we called them, we said, we got a problem, France, we got a problem, a couple of others I won't mention. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure. Yeah, Peter?
Well, so why stay in NATO at all?
I view NATO as potentially good, but you gotta get some good thinking in NATO. It's very unfair what's been happening. Until I came along, we were paying close to 100% of NATO. So think of it. We're paying 100% of their military, and they're screwing us on trade.
Are you still thinking of going to Saudi Arabia and meeting with Putin about this?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm going to Saudi Arabia.
Mr. President,
They've been very, you know, I've made a deal with Saudi Arabia where, because normally you'd go to UK first. And last time I went to Saudi Arabia, they put up $450 billion. You know that, right? You were there. We had American companies that took in 450 billion. I said, well, this time they've gotten richer. We've all gotten older. So I said, I'll go if you pay $1 trillion, $1 trillion to American companies, meaning the purchase over a 4-year period of $1 trillion. And they've agreed to do that. So I'm going to be going there, and I have a great relationship with them. And they've been very nice, but they're going to be spending a lot of money to American companies for buying military equipment and a lot of other things.
A while back, I said, several months ago actually, I said that I saw President Putin meeting with President Trump in Moscow in July. But I just had this feeling that the biggest blow to Europe's face would be if President Trump shows up at the parade in May when Russia celebrates, not only Russia, but Russia will host that big anniversary, 80-year anniversary of winning World War II. I think this would be the biggest blow in the face. But if that is not the case, I want to ask you, my lovely viewers, the best audience I could ever ask for, to leave in the comments down below. When do you think Trump will meet with Putin? Officially, because I actually feel maybe things were happening that many didn't know about. That would be interesting, right? Now let's go to Emmanuel Macron. As some of you have watched the series that Candace Owen has put together, not only I always felt that his wife is not really a woman, but to come to the point that his wife is not just a man, but is his father, that is just out of this world. But would you be surprised with the creatures, how sick they are? So let's go to his Napoleon moment, and then we will go to commentary from President Putin to what Macron has said, and then to Sergei Lavrov, and then to President Trump.
Prochaine, nous réunirons à Paris
les chefs d'état-major des pays qui souhaitent prendre leurs responsabilités à cet égard. C'est ainsi un plan pour une paix solide, durable, vérifiable, que nous avons préparé avec les Ukrainiens et plusieurs autres partenaires européens, et que j'ai été défendre aux États-Unis il y a 15 jours et à travers l'Europe. Et je veux croire que les États-Unis resteront à nos côtés. Mais il nous faut être prêts si tel n'était pas le cas. Notre dissuasion nucléaire nous protège. Elle est complète, souveraine, française de bout en bout. Elle a, depuis 1964, de manière explicite, toujours joué un rôle dans la préservation de la paix et de la sécurité en Europe. Mais répondant à l'appel historique du futur chancelier allemand, j'ai décidé d'ouvrir le débat stratégique sur la protection par notre dissuasion de nos alliés du continent européen. Quoi qu'il arrive, la décision a toujours été et restera entre les mains du président de la République. Mais compte tenu de l'évolution des menaces, de cette accélération que je viens de décrire, nous aurons à faire de nouveaux choix budgétaires et des investissements supplémentaires qui sont désormais devenus indispensables. J'ai demandé au gouvernement d'y travailler le plus vite possible. Ce seront de nouveaux investissements qui exigent de mobiliser des financements privés, mais aussi des financements publics, sans que les impôts ne soient augmentés. Nous avons, dès le premier jour, décidé de soutenir l'Ukraine et de sanctionner la Russie. Et nous avons bien fait, car c'est non seulement le peuple ukrainien qui lutte avec courage pour sa liberté, mais c'est aussi notre sécurité qui est menacée. En effet, si un pays peut envahir impunément son voisin en Europe, alors personne ne peut plus être sûr de rien, et c'est la loi du plus fort qui s'applique, et la paix ne peut plus être garantie sur notre continent même. La Russie du président Poutine viole nos frontières pour assassiner des opposants, manipule les élections en Roumanie, en Moldavie. Elle organise des attaques numériques contre nos hôpitaux pour en bloquer le fonctionnement. La Russie tente de manipuler nos opinions avec des mensonges diffusés sur les réseaux sociaux. Et au fond, elle teste nos limites. Elle le fait dans les airs, en mer, dans l'espace et derrière nos écrans. Cette agressivité ne semble pas connaître de frontières. Mes chers compatriotes, face à ces défis et ces changements irréversibles, il ne faut céder à aucun excès. Ni l'excès des va-t-en-guerre, ni l'excès des défaitistes. La France ne suivra qu'un cap, celui de la volonté pour la paix et la liberté, fidèle en cela à son histoire et à ses principes.
This comes from the country that gave us Joan d'Arc. Can I just say? You remember, some of you probably don't, but I will tell you, when I was growing up, one of my favorite comedians, maybe because my parents used to watch the comedies with him a lot, French comedies, was Louis de Funès. And there was one movie with him, I think the title of it was Oscar, and he was doing this, like a Pinocchio nose, showing the liars, okay? Oscar. Maybe next time I play that clip for you, I didn't prepare it. So now let's go to, shall we go to President Putin, like Macron said, and his response to Macron's words. Sorry, guys, I got the wrong video. Let's go to Sergei Lavrov.
Адрес России. Если он нас считает угрозой, собирает встречу начальников генеральных штабов европейских стран и Британии. Говорит, что необходимо использовать ядерное оружие, готовиться к использованию ядерного оружия против России. Это, конечно же, угроза. В отличие от своих предшественников, которые тоже хотели против России воевать, Наполеона, Гитлера, Господин Макрон не очень изящно поступает, потому что те прямо говорили, надо завоевать Россию, надо Россию победить. Он, видимо, хочет того же самого, но почему-то говорит, что воевать с Россией надо, чтобы она не победила Францию, что Россия создает угрозы Франции и Европе. Господин Макрон периодически заявляет так горделиво, что он позвонит Путину обязательно, поговорит с ним. У него такие возможности есть. Никто, как говорится, не запрещает. Наоборот, президент постоянно подчеркивает свою открытость контактам со всеми своими коллегами. И в отношении вот этих, ну, прямо скажем, неумных обвинений России в подготовке войны против Европы и Франции Путин неоднократно высказывался, называя такие мысли бредовыми, чушью. Но, наверное, для любого маломальски вменяемого человека совершенно понятно, что России это не нужно. России нужно устранить первопричины той ситуации, которую Запад создал на Украине для подавления влияния, для ведения войны против Российской Федерации. Это прежде всего расширение НАТО, и президент Трамп, его команда прекрасно понимают, что именно это было главной первопричиной. Об этом публично говорят, в то время, когда европейцы, почему-то решившие, что Соединенные Штаты предали их интересы, заявляют, вернее, замалчивают все первопричины, замалчивают тему НАТО, наоборот, пытаются сколачивать внутри НАТО уже там совсем боевые силы для развертывания на территории Украины.
You know, when I watched Sergei Lavrov responding to those so-called leaders, the creatures, the European swamp, one thing comes to my mind, and I think this is from the Bible. It's a proverb, I think. It's a saying there that you don't cast pearls at the front of the swine. We say in Polish, like at the front of the pig. That's exactly how I feel when I look at it. Now, let's go to the White House, to the Oval Office. And this is again from President Trump from yesterday. One of the journalists has asked specifically about what Macron has said about creating this nuclear umbrella, Ella. So let's hear his response to how he looks ahead with the nuclear situation in the world. Maybe in our lifetime, I believe we will see no more nuclear weapons that exist on this planet. Let's take a listen.
May I?
Yes.
President Macron yesterday said that France was ready to offer its nuclear protection to other European countries. What do you make of it? And in this case, would the US also maintain a nuclear umbrella for European countries?
Well, France is also willing to put soldiers into Ukraine for safety reasons if we can get it. I will say that we've made a lot of progress with Ukraine and a lot of progress with Russia over the last couple of days. And it'd be great to bring that to an end so we don't have to talk that way about nuclear. It'd be great if everybody would get rid of their nuclear weapons. You know, we have Russia and us have by far the most. China will have an equal amount within 4 or 5 years. And it would be great if we could all denuclearize, because the power of nuclear weapons is crazy. And, you know, I was very far along a process with Russia, despite the Russia hoax, which didn't make it easy. It was a total hoax, a total rigged hoax by some bad people. But despite that, I was very close to having a program with Russia, denuclearization, and we were going to get China. I spoke to President Xi about it, and he would have been very happy to have gone along with it. But bad things happened, like an election that was rigged happened. And so we had to come back 4 years later. But I would very much like to start those talks. The opposite of what you say, the denuclearization would be incredible.
Mr. President.
I honestly think it's going to happen. I believe in it. I hope you do too. I know a lot of you is very, very, very skeptical, but again, that's your choice. I want to bring you the last news. Let's see how this will unfold. This is from yesterday. And what it is, it looks like, well, it says from today, but I came across this yesterday on March 6th. This says 7. Trump waits revoking legal status of Ukrainians as US steps up deportation. I already saw many videos on Instagram from Ukrainians that are very unhappy about it, those who live in United States. And what it says, US President Donald Trump said on Thursday, yes, that was yesterday, that he would soon decide whether to revoke temporary legal status, you said status or status, for some 240,000 Ukrainians who fled the conflict with Russia following a Reuters report that his administration planned to take that step. Such a move would be a stunning reversal of the welcome Ukrainians received under President Joe Biden's administration and potentially put them on a fast track to deportation. I will read you more, but when I was on Instagram, I came across those videos from Ukrainians who are in US and comments that people were leaving under them. And many times I saw this comment, go to Canada or something like that. Anyway, let's continue. We're not looking to hurt anybody. We're certainly not looking to hurt them. And I'm looking at that, Trump told reporters in the Oval Office when asked about revoking the Ukrainian status and deporting them. There were some people that think that's appropriate and some people don't. And I will be making the decision pretty soon. The planned rollback of protections for Ukrainians would be part of a broader Trump administration effort to strip legal status from more than 1.8 million migrants allowed to enter the US under temporary humanitarian parole programs launched under the Biden administration. A senior Trump official and 3 sources familiar with the matter told Reuters. Let me see if there's anything else right here. Down below, just one more sentence for you guys. In addition to the 240,000 Ukrainians fleeing the Russian invasion and the 530,000 Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans, these programs covered more than 70,000 Afghans escaping the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan. I will attach this link down below in the description box if you want to read it yourself. And let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this? Do you think this is the right move or you don't think it's a right move? And that's all I have for you today, everyone. The links to all the videos and the articles that I read you, I will put down below in the description box. If you appreciate the content I provide, please hit the thumbs up. It's free of charge. And if you choose to subscribe, it's also free of charge. It helps my channel to grow. It shows me that what I do makes sense for you, you appreciate it, and the energy is not wasted. I really value your time and your attention very much. To those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go there. Let me show you. It's easier to remember when you see it. It's Anya K, as you see, _44 right here. This is more my personal personal side of my life, my travels as well. And if you go to the stories that are right here, you click on my image, it takes you to the videos that I often share, political videos or from my travels as well. Also, if you choose to support my work, since I don't have any sponsorships, the best way is to become my Patreon local supporter or member of this channel. That is $3 per month. And if you choose to donate on PayPal, that is also very appreciated. With this being said, remember, We are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. And I forgot the most important thing. Lots of love. See you in the next video. Bye, everyone.